oldest driver to enter a race was Louis Chiron, who competed at 55 years and 288 days old. Coincidentally, that race was right here in Monte Carlo, 1958. The race here at Monaco is something of an outlier. Formula One regulations state that each race on the calendar must feature the least number of laps required to exceed 305 kilometers. Monaco finds itself in its only circuit, not a with drivers here 78 laps in order to exceed 260 kilometers.
Welcome everyone to the Monaco Grand Prix for AFR Season 3 Tier 2. Here we are at Monaco, of course. First founded in 1929, the racetrack has been held, well, for just 90 years about. Ayrton has the most wins at this venue with 6, with the most wins for the constructors go to McLaren with 15.
Yeah, so we're expecting all the usual chaos, I dare say.
Yep. This is the shortest race distance as well, 260 kilometers with 78 laps. The circuit length of 3.337 kilometers.
It's always a tricky track for everyone. Everyone's been complaining the whole week about this track. So
no one's looked forward to it.
Nope. Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's always been one maniac who does actually like it. But, well, I say like it.
Like me.
Well, I mean, it's not so much I don't like it. It's just it's so difficult and it so easily goes completely wrong that it makes you not like it after a while. Oh, and apparently Kunai has just said it is a wet race. They sent me a message. So, rip everyone. I'm calling it now. Okay, I'm making a bet. 5 people finish.
Come on, Nut, have some faith in these guys.
Nah, well, yeah, exactly. I've got faith in 5 of them. I'm calling it 5 people. Okay.
Well, we will see what happens.
Although I suppose it does depend on if it's wet, or if it's just damp. I suppose. So we'll have to see, I guess. But on board with Matt anyway. On the flying lap, looks like. Let's turn the telemetry on actually. Show times. So pretty much everyone seems like mostly out on the soft tyres for the moment. The soft tyres don't last that long this track, so it's kind of a question of deciding in advance which tyres you actually want to start on and what strategy you want to stay to on.
Well, it is a wet race, like you said. So.
That is true. See, I'd already managed to forget. Somehow I'd already forgotten that. My brain is like, duh.
I mean, you do hate Monaco, so. As Matt comes to the end of his lap.
Let's see.
Gets a decent tow from TK. What time will he put up?
Also, coach is already in up into first. But so I guess then we might see quite a big gaps in some places with different people on different either strategies or different skills, I suppose. So could vary quite a lot. There's the slots into 4th. Degree into 5th on the hard tyre though. Let's see Degree how he's going. After a few lag issues last week. Well, he's lagging already on screen, so that's a good start. He's lagging for me on screen personally.
Some nice shots right there.
And I just realised I'm an idiot. I had forgotten to press the button, so it's a bit of an oopsies. Sorry about that. Forgotten to change the screen.
Oh, what the
Okay, I think his leg is all props is not quite fixed. I'm gonna say, just put it out there. So many to look at that.
T-Mac. On up now, switching to keeper.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Oh, and there goes the keeper's front line.
Right into the wall. Greaves left the session.
So who's on a lap now? So we've got Sea Carrots on a lap. The hard tyres. Cuts the corner slightly.
Going a bit deep there.
Yeah, it's a difficult corner to
I'll
get
probably
right.
give him time. He's low on ERS though, so I think he's just in lap.
Yeah, possibly.
Not, who knows?
Or maybe
He
just
does have a broken front wing.
maybe just sitting a bank lap, but yeah, it looks like he's more likely to pit. And yep. Okay, so we've had the initial run of most people. A lot of people in the pits mode, but at the moment,
Echo Drive, MP and Skins are out. I'm not sure what they're doing. Combat Rat is
Combat
going
Rat's
out.
on his out lap, yeah.
we've had the initial run of people.
Not too bad. Not too bad. You know, it's never nice making those calls, but at the end of the day, everyone's got to be able to race and can't have cars jumping around all over the place, especially on a track like Monaco.
That's probably
with such
for
limited
it's probably for the
room.
best for most people involved.
Hopefully he can get his connection sorted out, 'cause he does have pace.
For those who have missed Tier 1 run, Pacey won by...
You can't see you, Seb, I'm not sure what's going on.
Pacey won by a pit stop, for those who missed the Tier 1 race. With myself in second and Gus in third, with Band in fourth. And the fourth for you, Band.
Yep, another fourth.
He's got Kunai on a lap, looks like. Bit of traffic in front of him. So we've got kind of,
Coach is on out laps as well.
yeah, so we've got kind of the usual suspects at the front so far. It looks like. A bunch of people still not set a lap though, so let's see what's
Unfortunately, Jacob not able to make tonight's race.
that might have implications for the championship possibly. Especially with the coach starting in position on pole at the moment. Kunai coming around last corner. Bit of a tricky last corner, you can easily clip one of these walls.
It's already out of all his deployment.
Daz was on a lap if you want to watch him. Oh, he's got a bit wide into the wall.
He's backed off.
Looks like he's backed off.
Yeah, he's backed
Yeah, he has. Coach is about to start his lap as well. He's right behind Dazza on track.
Gone fastest now.
On the mediums.
10.9.
On the mediums, 10.9. Nice slap there.
Coach is on the softs. See what he does.
Get clean around the first corner. Going up the hill. Three-tenths up.
A little bit wide there.
Around the slowest corner on the calendar.
It's a bit wide there. He's got to compromise his run out the
tiny
corner.
bit.
Through the... Get blinded by the light. Look for a black box on your left hand side and brake hard. Get the car into the left, right, over the curbs. He's floored it.
Little wheel spin there on the exit. Doesn't hit the wall like Dazza.
It's been a pretty good lap so far.
It's pretty tidy.
Doesn't the start. He's got a bit deep
little
there.
bit deep there, yeah.
Goes in. Last stretch. Power to the. And he goes faster by 6 tenths.
Oh, Skins
Matka has done his lap
middle
on.
of the
Oh,
10.3.
Not bad.
The spun Mercedes there at turn 1.
That was Skins, who's well, he's still trying to work out to get out of that.
well, he's.
I'm having flashbacks to Baku.
So most people are actually in the pits now.
I believe Sea Carrot may be on the lap.
Daz is on another outlap. 40's on an outlap.
Sea Carrot, I think is on a hot lap, looks like. Maybe not. No, he's not actually, because his lap time miles off, I think.
He's boxing.
As well. So, who have we got? Skins is still going. Coach will be boxing.
We've got Keeper, Dazza, 40 on an outlap. Ins and Coach are both on in laps.
Let's have a look at Keeper, see if he managed to get a cleaner lap in before. He's got traffic in front of him.
He's only on that lap.
Yeah.
Find that you really want to take the outlap nice and gentle, because if you push on your outlap, you're going to overheat your tyres by the time you get to the end of your flying lap.
Well, even if you push really hard, your tyres tend to die by the end of the lap. I was talking to Revo, and when he was in the practice sessions doing qualifying, he always found that his tyres just died off at the end of the lap. So if you push too hard and work those tyres, you don't. Oh, what's going on? Keep it there. Okay. Yeah, like I said, if you push too hard, his tyres will fade away. It's not as important. The tyres aren't as important in the final sector as they are in the first two, because the final sector is literally just 2 corners.
Nice.
Oh,
Whoa,
Keeper,
Keeper.
what are you doing, son?
Oh no, he's going
He's
to
not. He's not.
He can't.
gonna
Oh,
try.
is he?
Oh, it is.
Oh,
He's driving backwards.
oh, he's lucky to get away with that one.
Now, if
Cool.
we could be mean about that and say he's not allowed to do that, but I think we're going to probably let it slide this time, even though it's pretty sketchy to do that.
I believe Daz is about to start a lap, I think.
Huh?
Oh no, I think he's already broken his front wing, so he's pitting. Yep. Don't worry about that.
Combat.
Red Panda's on a lap. Red Panda.
I've also got a nice clip
Oh,
of,
he's coming up to some traffic. They get out of the way nice and early.
Ooh.
That's put him off a little bit, actually.
probably, yeah, it looks like it. Not too bad in 4th, no. It's a good sort of bankers of position, so try and improve on that. Very cautious there.
Oh, he's thrown it into the wall. Too hot. Thrown the wheel too hard.
He's still going for it, I think. May have got away with it. No damage, but
He does have plenty of time to
nah, he's
oh, he's thrown it in the wall there as well.
Yeah, I did
he's
that
down
anyway,
at the
so
wing there.
T-Max on a lap, I believe. And T-Max just hit the inside wall.
teammate.
Yeah.
Everyone's
He's
in
back
Nice.
out again. So everyone's going for that final run.
combat starting lap, possibly. Let's see.
Yeah.
Looks like it. So combat's not had the best of luck so far this season. They keep sort of doing not too badly, but then having some sort of hiccup. But as I
Thrown
say that,
into-
nearly jinxed it.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah. 1/10 up in this first sector. It's a heavy braking zone. It's
Taking that very well.
Yep, nicely done. Seven tenths up.
Oh,
What?
boys, there's a bit of an incident at the final corner. Seacar
on.
shot a 5-place grid penalty because I think there was a stricken keeper at the final.
Right, so who got a penalty?
Seacar got a 5-second grid penalty. Keeper was spun out in the wall at the exit of the final corner. Seacar comes around the corner and hits him.
Oh dear.
So that's Seacar's qualifying ruined.
Well, keeper's not in the best
Keeper
time
has
either.
no wing.
He's gonna have to come back to pits again.
Well, I don't think there's going to be enough time.
He's given up.
Keeper retires.
He's retired. Well, let's see who else is having better luck.
Matt, in second place on a started flying lap.
So now he's obviously switched the soft tyres. Was the first lap before that he done on the medium tyres, I believe?
I believe so.
That's his best lap.
He's roughly matched Connolly, first sector.
Such an awkward corner, that hairpin. Pin's getting out of the way.
Ooh, he's not deep.
Messed that up badly.
Not a good line.
He's gained time from it though.
Yeah,
You'd
a bit
think so.
cheeky though if he has. No, he's still 2 tenths down on Connolly though. He's giving
He's
up.
back down.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh no.
He's going to go for it again, I think.
He's going for another lap maybe? Not got much
Skin's about to
DRS.
start a lap. Coach is on a lap.
He hasn't got much DRS left though.
Slick to coach. Oh, it's
Oh,
jeez.
he's got very deep.
Yeah, he's 2 tenths down his own lap time, so unlikely to.
I might have cursed him there.
I know we hadn't switched to him yet, so it's okay. You're okay.
Sorry, coach. He's probably still crying about the West Coast loss to the mighty Fighting. The Skins has screwed up his lap.
1.5 tenths down, but mini lock up, but he's okay. Slightly better exit possibly. I think he might improve, not sure. Yep, he improves by 1.5 tenths, so
10.2.
okay, so qualifying is now over, but everyone's still on the lap, so who is still on the lap? Matt is still going for a lap.
He's not going to improve. Daz has destroyed his wing. Red Panda might be the last hope, but he's backed out.
So you said Daz has broken.
What about T-Mac?
He's half a second up. And he hasn't got the first sector yet, doesn't make sense. Never mind.
T-Mac's the only chance. Combat Rats backed out of it.
Okay, so it looks like we've only got T-Mac left to watch. And the Toro Rosso won in Baku. Tenths down, but that should do. He might be on course for second at the moment.
Yeah, he's a bit not going to improve, I don't think. Oh, maybe
Not sure. We'll have to find out in a second. No, he didn't
he
improve.
doesn't. Pace.
So we have Coach Matt and Panda, top three. Pole being a 10.215.
Well,
Matt's going to be starting on the medium tyre. He did 10.9. Good lap there.
I wonder if it's a wet. We have heard it's going to be a wet race.
Oh, really? Ooh. It's strange that Matt would go on the media. Oh, I think he stuffed up his top one. So
Yeah.
Okay, and we got the first shots
Oh,
of the
it
race,
is.
and it's very
it is raining.
wet. It is very wet looking. It's not just damp.
That
but
looks like heavy rain to me.
yeah, so everyone's sitting in the garages scratching their heads what they're gonna do, but
Options are limited.
yep, it's gonna be wet tyres, I think. Nice easy strategy.
Be interesting to see if it's going to dry out during the race, but it's going to be it's going to be spicy
it's
turn
gonna
one.
be chaos. I'm calling. I was saying to Seb before, I'm calling it 5 people finishing.
Ooh,
That's my prediction. Okay, just saying. I don't have much faith in them, but you know, it is Monaco, so special cases, you know.
So for an update in the championship standing, Coach has the lead on 89 points. He's 30 points ahead of Jacob on 59. Then it's T-Mac 3 points behind Jacob, with Rats and Skins tied on points in 4th and 5th. Gree then follows Keeper, Kunai, Red Panda, Sea Carrot, Dazza, Wahid, Shrimp, 40, Matt, Zudix, Mad Patel Q, Harry, and the rest of the non-point scorers.
So
For the Constructors' Championship, Renault lead over Alfa Romeo by, oh geez, I haven't got my table right, by 16 points. There goes Mercedes, Ferrari, Toro Rosso, Racing Point, Red Bull, McLaren, Williams, and then Haas.
So waiting quite a while for the cars.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
We're about to get under.
Okay, yep. So with a wet race, usually, if it's full wet the whole race, it'll be just one pit stop, sort of roughly, usually halfway through, to change the tyres. It's not compulsory, but it is usually recommended because the tyres will be absolutely shot at the end, and it'll be so slow, it'd be silly to not pit. So we'll see if anyone decides to not pit at all, but most people do usually pit at least once.
We're green for the formation lap. In wet Monaco, let's see the tyres they have on. I think that's full wet.
Yep, everyone is
And
on
it is.
full wets. It is a very wet looking track.
so just had a chat. Eco Drive lost connection and wasn't able to get back in, and he's voluntarily just decided to let the guys go racing.
Is his car on the grid?
It does have his name there.
Yeah, but my name was there some time ago and just didn't work.
Maybe
So.
he just wants to escape the misery. That's
Nah,
what
his
he
car isn't on the grid, so
You can't spectate it.
you can spectate it. It's just it's in the garage, so.
Ah, okay.
Now, I wonder if any of these boys have practiced in the wet. I wonder if this is his first time driving in the wet at Monaco. Be a good time. Coach is pushing, so he's trying to find the limits, or what to expect at least.
was also trying to get some sort of heat in the tyres, even though in these conditions it's quite difficult to warm the tyres up. So,
As the AI takes.
I mean, compared with dry tyres, it is harder, but get some temperature. So, AI taking over now and lining them up on the grid. A few people already sitting there.
Already be pointing towards the wall.
Yeah.
Can't believe that's still a thing in this game, but anyway. Really don't want to be starting on that left-hand side. The last car rolls into place.
Doom and gloom at Monaco. The 5 red lights light up the place. They hold.
And we're off.
And we're off.
away.
Poor start by Red Panda. He's lining up the rear tyres. Does get a alongside him.
Matt goes
Up
past.
ahead. Matt gets in front of Coach. There's damage. Contact with Red Panda and Coach. Red Panda ran to the back of the coach. Coach had a little bit of a spin. Matt leads with a good.
Ooh, lots of cars going wide there into the wall. Lots of damaged wing.
Trying to see where it's even looked.
As doesn't go for a move on. Red up the field. Meanwhile, the whole field's kind of stagnated. Oh, there's a bit of bumper cars up here. Gets pretty stagnated. Degree somehow leads. That makes no sense. He's not even racing as his front wing of Kunai coming off.
Oh, and
Oh, there's even more carnage. I think that's Impy going off.
He's going to have to give those positions back.
Yeah, he didn't know what. He's got a damaged front wing as well.
he's hit the wall.
He's lost it as well. Seacoat just avoids him. He's going to have to pit Impy.
Not much left on that front wing.
As
Oh,
he's thrown it into the wall.
Not
It's a
good
broken
day.
front wheel as well. Well, no, it isn't. Okay, it's just glitching in the wall.
He's not having a good day, so a bunch of people have pitted.
Skins is right up the rear of Red Panda if you want to look at that.
Let's see what's going on the front wheel.
Oh,
Skins
into the wall.
Is that into the wall? He's into the wall again.
Red
Double
Panda-
tap there.
Yeah, Red Panda and Skins lost some end plate.
so where they're meaning no DRS. So the track's any overtakes are going to have to be made old school.
It's a different camera angle. I haven't seen that one before.
It's not bad actually.
That's quite good. Oh,
Oh, skin! No.
that was a good.
Lost it as well.
That was such a good view. Lost a few. Oh, he's hit the wall as well.
He's
Yeah.
really struggling to keep it
Everyone's
together
hitting
at the moment.
walls.
Red Panda. Time penalty.
So Red Panda's trying to hold on to Dazzler. Serena looking quite good at the moment.
I think he does have some front wing damage.
Yeah, I
if I'm
think
not
he
mistaken.
does.
Dazza going a bit deep there.
Red Panda
Oh, very sideways. Yeah, he decided to pit. This race is going to cost the teams a fortune carbon fiber.
It's gonna be wings, 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 and wings again.
Oh, unsafe release there, straight into the Sauber.
Let's go and see how's Matt doing out the front.
It's 1.2 second gap, or 1.4 now to.
I mean, the wet racing, ironically, actually the best place to be is actually right at the front because you've got a nice clear track, you don't have any spray, you can do your own thing.
Another time penalty to Red Panda.
Guys, just looking. 40's been very clean, same with Zudix. Just checking on them. They don't seem to have any front wing. Oh no, 40 does have front wing damage, but 40's gained 6 positions and he's moved up to 9th, while Zudix has gained 5 and moved up into.
She showed the position changes here, up on screen. So yes, the biggest gain is indeed 40 and Zudix, as you mentioned. Slide in Baron, I think he might have a bit of end plate missing. Yeah, he does. 40 has some end plate missing.
Very tough conditions out there. The race really is going to be a race of attrition. Whoever can keep it clean, keep it together.
Looks like Red Panther's already lost the end plates as well as wing. So I'm not sure if anyone has actually got any wing. Oh no, he hasn't. My bad.
Combat Rat's kept his nose clean. Doesn't look like they have front wing damage. He's right behind T-Mac as we speak.
Red Panther rights all over 40 as well.
Red Panda having a look on 40, gets the move done.
I think 40 might just let him pass, to look like.
Combat Rat's having a look on T-Mac.
This is going to be interesting. Decides against it.
T-Mac's gone
T-Mac
deep.
missed the corner.
Well, you have to give the position back.
Where's T-Mac?
Oh, he has. He's given it
Oh,
to
he's
both
lost 2
Seacarrot
places
and...
there.
Yeah, both Seacarrot and...
It's very costly.
He's hit the wall.
He's lost an end plate. Penalty's dropping hard and fast on anyone. Coach has closed up on Matt.
That was pleasant, that.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, gee.
Coach is all over Matt's gearbox. But only on lap 5 of 39, so there's no rush in that respect.
Red Panda retires. I'm going to check that out.
He may have just had enough.
Checking for it. It's in the wall at Casino. It's come out of turn 2, and I don't know how he's lost it, but it's in the safety barrier, or the tech walls at the exit of turn. Might be able to see it. I don't know.
Yeah, probably can see when the cars come around, but you can't actually usually look at the DNF's car, so. Coach has lost a bit on Matt again, so maybe he just decided to drop back a bit. It's quite difficult to follow another car in the rain that closely, so. Time penalty for MP for cutting corners. So things seem to settle down a bit now.
Got Skins right behind Farmer Dingo.
Oh, and Farmadigo is pitted, so Skins gains a place. MP is pitted as well.
Skins is on the intermediates.
Interesting.
So heads up, guys. Skins is on the intermediate tyres. He's taking the risk. I mean, he might as well.
We'll see how he drives. It looks like there is a bit of a sort of a drier patch forming on the middle of the track.
I'm going to try and watch his telemetry versus others.
Another penalty for Farmer Dingo.
So he's the only one on the intermediates, but looks raised.
He's put it in. I think intermediates are slower for now.
For how much longer though?
Oh, I think they're fairly equal.
Oh, Randy go.
Oh no, B's lost it. It's way too soon.
Yeah, reset. Blaze didn't break his window, and that's quite easy to break the window now, so. I think it's a bit too early, it looks like.
40's gone on to the intermediates as well, guys.
Done that as well. Maybe Jeff has been speaking to them, I'm not sure.
Sure as keep up.
Yep, looks like that's the call.
And it looks like Jeff has been speaking, but it still looks very wet to me.
Only lap 7 as well. We could end up being on a dry track.
It's going to be interesting to see what folds out between Matt and Coach. Maybe even Dazza might get involved. I will say Combat Arat has taken out around 2 seconds on Dazza.
I'm just watching for the intermediate, see how he goes. Is that of interest?
Keep her right behind 40 now.
Well, all three of them.
Both on intermediate.
Yeah, they're all on intermediates, all these three. 40 gets out of the
You
way.
always try.
I think 40 looked like he got
Oh,
it. Did.
I've just been given some helpful info. Intermediates are quicker at the moment. 1 second apparently. Even with the spin.
So this might throw a spanner in the works.
Well, the front runners haven't pitted yet. They may be waiting on each other.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on.
First to 8, still on the wet.
Fastest laps, no. The fastest lap still belongs to Matt.
Did say what it says on the telemetry that Skins is 2.8 seconds up though.
Alright.
I'm not sure that could. I'm not sure if that's his personal best or an actual fastest lap. We'll see in a few seconds. Must have been his own lap.
I believe they're fairly equal at the moment. Can't draw a line.
Doesn't seem to be anything spectacular, so let's go back to the front and see how the coach is going. Still within that sort of 1 second or so to Matt.
As Impy's pitting, he's going on to the wets.
Some people are still feeling it's too wet for the Inters, clearly.
He also got a wing change as well.
T-Max pitted onto the Inters. This coach hit the wall there.
Lose lost a bit of time. T-Mac is now gone to intermediates as well.
Keepers going fastest, intermediates are the tie to be on.
Skins as well, yep. So it looks like they are now faster.
So who's going to be the first out of the leaders to hit?
I reckon it'll be Matt. Let's see, he's taking that.
Nope.
Still gonna
Who's
go.
going again?
See Coach. Coach is gonna go as well,
again.
but Coach has got a broken front wing.
Dazza. Nope.
Dazza stays in.
What about, I'm just watching everyone. Is anyone? Nope. What about C Karen? No.
Making the rears talk
Sideways.
there.
No, they're all staying out for the moment. That's quite close to Zudix.
I mean, you never know, it could be wet the whole race and it just goes to inters for the rest, so they might try and stretch these out. Keep it at one stop, but I think the inters do last just about the whole race if you look up.
Closest battle on track is between Zudix and Kunai at the moment.
I've just been watching the gap between Kunai and T-Mac, and that's come down by about 2 seconds and 1 second.
In 1 sector, you said.
Yeah. I believe the inters are the way to go. Keeper pits again onto another set in. Oh, Zudix.
I mean, if Grenade could at this stage.
Dazza in combat right
Dazza on the inters.
there. Same with combat right.
Combat on the
as
inters.
well. See where they
You'll
can-
think that the leaders are going to have to react to that pretty shortly.
To be honest, I thought they would have reacted when they saw Skin set the fastest lap.
Well, the laps weren't that much quicker than the wet, so
Well, that is their fastest lap for Matt. So like, Matt and Coach might be doing a second slower than their fastest laps or something.
Gradually, everyone is switching over. So they expect the track looks wet enough. There'll be probably at least intermediates to the end of the race, I suspect.
Coach is still keeping up with Matt despite having the broken front wing.
does Matt have a damaged wing?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Let's go and check, but I don't think so. Interesting camera angle again.
Seacar gets a 3-second time.
Yes, fine. Is Coach good? Yep. The
No,
both stay now.
Seacar at pit.
Why he hasn't got round to that point in the track yet.
Because Dazza's gaining on Seacar as while being on the inters.
Yeah, well, Coach can almost pit and come out right behind C Carrot.
Seacar is pitting.
Oh yeah, he is too. So Daz is closing that gap down. If Coach doesn't pit soon, Daz is going to get that undercut.
New nose for Sea Carrot as well. So Dazza is...
Coach might have to replace his front wing as well.
It depends how he's going.
Let's look at the gaps.
It's 22.7 seconds between Dazza and Coach at the moment.
C Carrot comes out just in front of T-Mac.
Dazza nearly bins it. Most of the field is actually now on the intermediate side, so it's just the front runners and the... Actually, it is just the front runners left. They're gonna have to pit.
It's 40 years retired session, I'll check it out. Sector...
Not a great day for the Race to Point boys this weekend.
Really retired.
Kunai's still in 8th. Trying to see if his car is still there, if there's any debris or something. I don't see a car. It was in Sector 3, so...
Well, come up to
Dazza has taken a fair bit of time, second on Coach.
So it's just the leaders now that haven't hit it onto the inters.
40 makes a mistake. He's lost his wing. Farmer, I should say, not far different. So he's getting lapped now by a few people. It's not ideal. Let's go back to Dazza. He's taking off quite a lot of time.
Carver Dingo's
We got a
gone.
VSC. We got a VSC.
Well, it's a good time for the boys, for Matt and Coach to pit.
Yeah, how close are they to the pit? Ooh.
Well,
You'd
Coach
think
might
they'd
be
get in
stretching.
under the VSC.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
Coach
fine,
is going to
they're
need this.
gonna
Coach
have
does need this because he's got his broken front wing.
Stone, yeah, they're gonna have to pit. He'd be stupid not to pit.
There he is, he's going in.
Yeah, leaders going in.
Leader.
Just watch Coach.
Yeah, he'll be, yeah.
Coach is going in as well.
So where's Dazza?
Smart decision there.
Oh, Dazza is quite a long way down.
He does have to stick to that delta as well.
Green. I think green flag's about to come back on, maybe.
But before VSC, the gap between Dazza and Coach, I think, was about 20.5 or something. So he's lost a bit on the VSC, but he's gone green again.
And green.
Oh,
because I think
it's
they're.
going to be tight. It's going to be very tight.
Finally,
He's already got him.
lost his space, yeah.
I wonder if there's going to be 10 more.
So it's not gone very well for Connolly. So we'll have to watch, see what the gap does. It's about, so it's 8 seconds or so between first second and second third, is about 3.5 seconds.
Field's pretty spread out at the moment.
There's nothing particularly happening. Looks like Skins is the closest car to someone else on track at the moment. With
But he's
Kunai
on
in front of him.
9 lap old.
Well,
I think Kunai's actually pulling away.
Well, I mean,
That's the fastest lap.
I mean, Skins was the first person to put the inters on, so.
See, Carrot, the new fastest lap.
Yeah, the gap between first and second is coming down quite quickly.
The track does seem to look a little bit drier.
Sort of does, but it also looks wetter in some other respects. I'm not sure.
You'd have to go off board to see. To be honest.
Nope.
Oh, Skin.
Yep, there goes his wing. Another wing lost.
I've been watching these guys. Dazza has kind of caught Matt, and Coach is kind of catching Dazza.
Looks like
Combat
Dazza is
there and there a bit.
Looks like Dazza was catching Matt faster. No, what? Yeah, Dazza was catching Matt faster than Coach is catching him though.
Ooh. Kunai right behind Ludix now.
It's getting spicy.
Dorset's another fastest lap. The track's definitely getting quicker.
Yeah.
Ooh, overshoots that a little bit.
Chrono's all over the gearbox of the Williams.
Currently the closest battle on track.
Yeah, the rest has sort of settled down for the moment, so. Looks like at this round I'm going to lose my bet of 5 cars finishing. Unless this chaos ensues at some point. Speeding the pit lane penalty for Skins just to add to his misery. Zudix has let Kunai pass. So he decided, I guess he didn't want to fight it.
Mind games maybe going on there.
Dazza goes fast and Coach goes even faster.
Another time penalty for the keeper. So the gap has really starting to come down between Dazza and Matt. Last lap it was It was still like 5.5 seconds something last lap. Now it's down to only just 4.3.
Dazza could be on track for his first win here,
Possibly.
if his teammate allows it.
Well, I mean, from Conley's point of view, I mean, Jacob's not here anyway, so he's still going to get points over him, so depends what he feels like.
3.6 seconds.
So second in 2 sectors.
Another time penalty for T-Mac.
Just another 5-second penalty.
For crossing the white line this time, OG.
From bad to worse for old
He's-
skins.
Yeah, I don't even
He's-
want to look at race director, I get if we listen with
Well, Red Panda and him are the biggest losers of the race. The biggest winners being Keeper and Sea Carrot. Skins and Impy have done the most pits with 4 each. Next best is Keeper, who's in 9th with 3. And the person with the oldest tyres is T-Mac on 9-lap old int.
Interesting, Conley has caught up to Dazza, and Dazza has actually lost time to
Lost
a bit,
time.
so he may have made a mistake a bit. The rear of the car, Dazza's car is sliding around quite a bit, so possibly maybe struggling for grip a bit. So we're only just getting to the halfway point in this race.
Lap 19 of 39.
It really is just stagnating at the moment.
Yeah.
Matt's pretty much just doing his own thing.
He's just kind of maintaining that gap. And then after the top 3, there's kind of reasonable gaps in about 9 seconds.
The main difficulty you can have sometimes if you're just sort of at the front doing your own thing is you sometimes can lose concentration because you've got nothing to particularly focus on. Sometimes is your mind starts to wander, and then sometimes you might actually make a silly mistake for no reason really.
We all know you have to stay alert on a street circuit.
Quotes Jeremy Palmer.
You love that
quote,
line
quote.
too much, man. You love that line way too much, man.
Well, it's technically true.
It's a good meme. Both Renault's visible in the background.
Dazzler with another fastest lap, 24.7. He's still got some pace in those tyres.
And Dazzler does have the oldest tyres there, so I guess it'll get interesting because I don't think that, I mean, the intermediates technically will probably last till the end of the race, but they'll be pretty slow at the end, so it'll be interesting to see if any of the sort of front runners decide to pit or not.
The undercut at Monaco does seem to be doing with the dry tyres. Don't know how it'll fare with the wet, but I guess time may tell.
Main problem is Monaco though is even if you do try and do the undercut, you might then get stuck in traffic, so
yeah,
it can
really
sometimes backfire.
Especially with no DRS, gonna make things extra hard. But hopefully you'd have that grip advantage. Dazzler out to 5.1 now.
Yeah, scruffy lap. Or maybe Mass is going a bit fast, maybe he's turned the engine up, I think, a bit.
Well, Coach also closed in on Dazzler. Oh,
Yeah,
Matt sets a new fastest lap with 23.961.
He's turned the engine up, decides to go for it a bit. So maybe you're saving for a few laps, and now he decides to bang in a few quick laps to increase the gap again.
Who knows, he might be preparing for a second stop. He might want to build out that gap, try and make sure he comes out in front of people like Combat there. That'd probably be the cusp of it.
It's also possible. Bit of a corner cut.
Keeping it all together though, including his front wing. Doing a good job.
Yeah. That's the main thing. Keep your wing, you've won half the race already. Especially around this track, you really do need the entire wing to keep the front of the car glued down.
Oh, Memphis, another penalty there for multiple warning.
What is he doing?
Struggling would be my guess.
Just gonna have a look. That's just that for him, but it's not doing much good when he's that far back. Flag 6 of 3. Kunai has made a mistake and has lost the entirety of his front wing.
Oh no, that's very unfortunate. He's doing so well.
So he'll obviously put another
Up in 7th place.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but he's going to be the first ones just sort of there or thereabouts. He's going to be pitting again and put another set of new enters on, so it'll be interesting to see. So he should easily be able to get to the end with the new set and be able to see how much faster he is compared with the cars in front of him.
Oh, skin.
Oh dear. He's back out at 9th.
So gap's about 20 seconds.
Let's see how he goes, see how much grip he's got.
Let's try and not damage the new wing. Goes a bit deep.
The tyres are probably quite cold. gap out in front is actually growing, so it's at 6.3 seconds now.
Yeah, Matt's having a great race out front there.
Yeah, Dazza's just made a mistake because the gap just jumped to 9 seconds.
And he's let coach through.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if he's damaged his wing. Dazza's pitting. I'm not sure what happened. I've got another one for Skins. I'm not sure what happened to
Interesting to
Dazza.
see where he comes down.
But he loses his wing again, so...
Wonder if he'll come out in front of Sea Carrot or not.
Combat has gone past. Where's Sea Carrot?
Oh, Sea Carrot will get him.
Yeah, he's gonna get him.
T-Mac, long way back, I think.
So Dazza's quite safe in 5th. But disappointing for him. There's another 14 laps to go. You never know what happens.
Now there's a 9-second gap at the front between first and second. Reasonable sized gaps all over the shop.
So the gap before for Kunai was 20 seconds, now it's 15.9.
Yeah, it took him a while to get those tyres going.
Starting to come down as a gap.
Yeah, well, Keeper doesn't have any front wing damage, so... But his tyres are 14 laps old.
Same as Combat's. Combat's tyres are pretty old as well. Our top 4 actually all have pretty used tyres at this stage. But still plenty of laps health in them as well though. So. The gap out front still getting bigger, it's now 10 seconds.
Boys, what happened to Dazza?
Well, I'm not sure. He dropped back. He lost his wing.
I think he lost his wing and had to pit. But he's on the fresher tyres now. Everyone else in front of him is on 12, 15 and 14 laps, so lap old tyres. So he should start closing in that gap.
Theoretically, anyway. Alright, 6 seconds at the moment to see Carrot, so we'll see. There he goes.
And then behind that you've got gap of 25, 18, 12. Quite spread out.
The main thing with these tyres is you have to get them up to temperature before you actually get any sort of reasonable performance out of them, so it could take him a few laps depending on his driving to actually get some heat into them.
Yeah.
The rain does appear to have definitely eased up a lot. Definitely dry line forming.
Yeah, there's still a few drops coming down, but
well, compared to when we
I
started,
wonder.
I mean, it's a lot drier.
Daz is not really making too much ground on Sea Carrot there.
Not yet. Maybe next lap could be the better lap once the tyres warmed up, not sure.
Well, he's done a couple laps on him now.
Not sure.
You'd be wanting to start to close that gap in. I mean, he's starting to run out of laps if he's going to recover anything. Impulse, 3-second penalty.
Daz is not really gaining that much. He's gaining a bit, but not dramatically. So steady 10 seconds out front. Sea Carrot seems to be gaining a decent amount on combat though.
Yeah.
So it might simply be that Nice drift. It might simply be the Sea Carriers going faster than Dazzler, so both Dazzler and Sea Carrier could be closing in on combat, but can't quite tell because they might be both going faster.
Well, Combat and Keeper, yeah, been out on the engines for the longest.
Yeah, it's starting to show, I think. Although I haven't said that Sea Carrier is only 1 lap newer tyres, so should definitely start losing performance on those tyres pretty soon, I expect, compared with the fresh ones. But yet, still Dazzler's not making any inroads, so
Well, Sea Carrot definitely is making inroads in combat, so at least he's gaining on combat, but still running out of laps. Got 11 laps to go.
yep.
Or 10 laps to go now.
But he's going for the podium position, so we'll see. Well, I guess that by this rate he's going to be up on him in probably about 4 laps, I think.
I'm not sure if combat's had that podium yet, so yeah, I don't see him giving up that position too easy.
Another drift. Sea Carrot. It's one thing also.
2.9 the gap.
It's also one thing to catch the person in front. In Monaco, we also have to then try and overtake them, which is actually harder sometimes.
Well, Sea Carrot does have a bit more ERS saved up in play.
Let's see how much. Yeah, combat doesn't. Yeah, I mean, Sea Carrot does have a tiny bit more ERS, but it's not like noticeably much more. But that's just dropping back off Sea Carrot a bit. Just the Sea Carrot making the tyres work better, even though they're much older.
Seems to make a lot of time through the twisty sections and lose it in the straight, so maybe it's running a little bit more wing.
Possibly, yeah. 2.3 only, 2.1. Keeper's pitting.
Oh, now. Or he might come out just behind Kunai, but Kunai pitted not too long ago, so.
Oh, the Keeper's gone
He's
off the soft.
He's
That is
running the
risky.
gauntlet here. It looks way too wet for
That
me.
is risky.
There's spray. There's definitely spray out there.
I think
You can
he's
even
gonna-
see it off. You could just see it off Kunai's car
How
there.
long until he bins it, possibly?
That's right.
He's letting Sea Carrot pass.
Guys on the medium.
Maybe they've had the call from Jeff.
Yeah, it doesn't look very dry to me. Definitely tiptoeing around. Dazzler's taking the gamble, that's for sure.
I mean, it does look dry now, but clearly Keeper's
I
struggling
mean,
there.
Keeper's struggling big time. The Skins has gone medium tyres as well, so Jeff must have told them something, but at the moment I wouldn't say it's dry enough.
Well, the spray is completely gone for me.
It has. Yeah, it has
That's
now.
on board though. Need to look behind.
So it's gone from each one then, but
Oh,
Oh,
there's
no,
a
no.
tiny...
There's a little. Skins has gone onto the mediums.
Daz made a mistake. Maz, no. Teammates got
Now
past
this
Dazzler.
is going to make it really interesting, because there's going to be pit indecisive. Was going to pit, decides to keep going.
Watching Daz, I think he's lost his spot to T-Mac. So this could be interesting to see if the front runners right at the front decide to pit for the dries. It looks like it could well be dry enough for dries in the like round now, maybe another 1 lap, 2 laps.
I reckon it'll be 1 lap or 2 lap. You can still see just a little bit of spray coming from that car.
Yeah, definitely looks more dry than when Keeper came out a lap or 2 ago with the dry tyres.
Skins with another penalty.
Dazzler has lost like 4 or 5 seconds to T-Mac though.
Yeah, I don't think the dries is the right decision. Although on my screen, on his car, it's got impers.
Dazzler's
What would you
losing-
do if you were C-Car? 2-second gap to combat. He's got plenty of time to T-Mac. I mean, it's a bit wet here.
Yeah, but he's really been struggling to get past that gap there. Of that 2-second mark.
I think I was gonna just try and mimic whatever everyone else does in front, probably.
We got
Yeah,
a
no,
chance here to get a podium.
The dry tyre is definitely the wrong decision at this point in time.
Dazzler's lost 10 seconds in about a lap and a half.
And there goes Skins.
I'm not too surprised after all these penalties. I mean, he's probably got enough penalties for the season.
Well, if you finish now, you get a point. At least.
That is true. A well-earned point. Keeper's definitely feeling suicidal. He's gone on to the...
Hard.
Special safety car.
VSC, yep. C Carrot's lost quite a lot of time. He's down to... no, that's about 2.5. What's shown him is 4 seconds behind, so... So I dare say everyone at the front is going to stay out.
Well, he's got a good view of combat in front of him now, so Carrot.
C Carrot has closed up on combat. So green flags. C Carrot has gained a lot of time on combat.
Yeah, only
Sliding,
1.3 seconds off now. Brushes the exit of turn 1.
Didn't lose a wing, luckily. It's more spray in sector 1 than it was before, I think. Maybe it's just me dreaming, so it looks like definitely the dry tyres are the wrong call. At this
So Band, your conclusion... Sorry, not, but Band's conclusion of the dry tyre being slow is definitely correct. Daz has dropped off around 2 seconds in the space of 20 seconds to T-Mac.
Yeah, when Dazzler did actually come out in front of T-Mac initially when he pitted, and then immediately got overtaken, and they said the gap's about 15 seconds in 2 laps, so not having a good time, so that's sort of thrown away in place for Dazzler.
It's Matt and Combat here having great racing. Both on for the podium. Matt obviously for the win. A handful of laps to go.
C-Carrot's dropped back again, so he just obviously can't stay with Combat, or maybe Combat has got more ERS. It looks like Combat's using more of his ERS.
Well, Seacar's got almost full battery, so he can push towards the end. The last few laps.
Yeah, so they both got quite a lot of ERS, so 5 laps to go.
At this rate, I wonder if Ludix will catch Dazza.
Could do 12 seconds, it's not impossible the rate Dazza's going. It's bad luck for Dazza if he loses more spaces. I mean, it started so well. It's gradually slipped back through a few mistakes. So Matt's going to got some laps cars. Should we keep her, I suspect? It's currently coming up the hill in the background.
Impulse peels into the.
Okay, everyone in the race at this stage will be wishing the race ends as soon as possible. It's been quite a long race. They've only got about 4 laps to go.
Oh, is the coach starting to push now? Starting to really map.
Well,
It's just taking a second out of him.
He's got full ERS, but Matt has got a pretty full one as well, so he's not, I mean, I don't think he's going to catch him in this amount of time, but we'll see, you never know. See Carrot still 2.5 seconds behind. Conley's not really gaining that much time, so.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that a
You have a
keeper
salver. Yeah.
That is a keeper spike.
The only Alfa Romeo in the race.
And the wall again.
And coach coming up to the back of his teammate now. Quite humiliating being left by his teammate. But, you know, that is the measuring stick on your performance.
It's kind of disappointing for Daz. Oh.
And he spun it, making coach's job nice and easy.
It's definitely disappointing for Daz. I mean, he started, you know, like he was all up in second and third, and now he's down to 6th, which is still okay. But I mean, I'm sure you'd have wanted to finish on the podium.
We've lost keeper now.
Keeper's retired, so he could have got. He could have got another.
Has he made the 90% distance?
He probably has actually. But at the same time, he could have just done an extra few laps to get a few points, but it looks like he has rage quit, it seems. How many pit stops have people
So
made?
now, Zudik's only 6 seconds behind Dazza. I reckon Dazza's probably going to have to make another stop, maybe, if he's got too much damage on his wing.
Well, his wing looks fine, ironically. On my screen, anyway.
Keeper does meet the 90%.
So everything's sort of settled down. There's not really much happening now for the last few laps.
Yeah, see Carrot still floating around that 2.5, 3 second lap.
Yeah, you know, the only thing you can hope for now is someone to make a mistake. It's not gonna catch him otherwise.
T-Mac pitting for the soft tyre. Might be going for fastest lap of the race here. I mean, he was a bit in no man's land.
He's got a big gap to.
Just heads up, DRS has been enabled, I'm pretty sure, so...
Interesting.
It does look quite dry now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Daz is slowly starting to pull away from Zudik.
So I think T-Mac is actually right up behind the race leader. Ironically.
Will he unlap himself? He
Well,
doesn't have long to do so.
The speed he probably is, yep.
He is, yeah.
basically did not get in the
Careful
way.
through the tunnel there.
Yeah, I think Matt's just sort of keeping out trouble and just doing his own thing. He doesn't want to get tangled up in anything with just more than a lap to go.
Well, now he's in the unfortunate position of, being on the wet tyre on a dry track. And if he pits, there's no way he can make it back up to coach. So, really just... Oh, no, T-Mac into the wall.
Oh no.
Ah. There goes your chance at the fastest lap.
Oh well.
And he's killed those rears. He's going to have to be careful. Oh. Coach gets through without an issue. He goes through Gaza.
That's that for Dazza now.
Probably right on board with Matt. I believe his first victory here. Final lap.
He hasn't made it to the end yet. Don't jinx it. But now
He's got a nice gap. He's just got to take it, bring it home. That's all he's got to do. He'll be pumped inside there. That car right there. Tricky conditions. Was able to take it off from the start.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Held his head.
I mean, yeah, definitely. It was definitely a decisive move to take the lead right at the beginning of the race. And that could have won in the race, really. If he hadn't done that, he might have just been stuck behind Conley the entire race. So, definitely a bold move, and it seems to have worked off. Paid off for me. Just one corner to go now.
And there it is. Matt gets his first victory. Congratulations, son. Well done. Brilliant drive.
At least one McLaren driver can actually do proper job, unlike me.
You got the fastest lap, boys.
Dazza currently holds it, I believe.
Coach comes across the line in second place.
So combat now.
Combat. On his way to his first podium as he crosses the line. Well done.
Nice work. Interesting is the C carrot actually pitted and went onto the soft tyres, and it looks like he's going for fastest lap.
Yeah, he's got no wing, so I don't like his chances. Oh, he does. 19.1.
Blitzes the fastest
Wow.
lap.
Well done there with the massively damaged wing.
So that'll be like
Great
that'll be one extra point for him.
Yeah. Made that extra stop all worth it.
Indeed.
So McLaren with some desperately needed points there. It's going to help them out a lot.
Yeah, definitely a very good drive from Matt. And combat as well.
Yep.
Both
Definitely deserved that win. Flawless. Kept his wing on, undamaged. Went through the wet weather phase. And brought it home. So we have Matt, Coach, and Combat in the top three, followed by C Carrot, Door, and T Mac.
Are we ready for the penalties?
Oh dear.
Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it'd be.
We've got Keeper in the final points position, but it was DNF, so...
Oh, Skins actually only had 15 brackets, only 15 seconds, so... But that's it anyway. That's the race results. And
We had-
cars finished? 9 cars, I think, in the end.
Yeah, 9 cars finished. DNFs were Keeper, Skins, 40, Mama Dingo, Red Panda. Yep, that was it.
Yep.
So tough race there for the tier 2 guys, but most of them got through it.
Yep, so I mean, that was Monaco, another season gone, another Monaco race.
It was a shame the field got a bit spread out, but still challenging track for the drivers.
Yep. So, it's good race. It's interesting, the changing weather and all that. So we'll see what Canada brings next week. That's the next track.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one there as well.
Yeah, so thanks for watching the stream, everyone, and we'll catch you next week for Canada at the same time as usual. See ya.
See ya.